The Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was us.
Caitlin Clark appeared surprised by Angel Reese's outrageous post-game remarks, which completely embarrassed her.
Lost by less than 20 points today, and that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked.
From a mic drop moment that went horribly wrong to on-court humiliation.
No one saw this meltdown coming.
There is more to the story, though. From responses in the locker room to the true implications for the WNBA. I also have all the information.
Now, I'm not going to act like Angel Reese was whack. She was not whack in this game. She had a good game, 22 points, 13 rebounds, but she shot terribly. She got bailed out so many times, throwing up brick layups, getting phantom foul calls from the refs.
Angel Reese is crying. 11 consecutive doubles, with the most rebounds in the league. Every highlight video on TikTok is blown up by a larger fan following, a greater personality, and tremendous excitement. She appears to be carrying the Chicago Sky from the outside. However, you might wish to check the scoreboard again if you have really watched the games. Redisplayed her typical numbers in their most recent matchup with the Mystics. 11 free throws, 13 rebounds, and 22 points. Doesn't that sound dominant? The Sky was still fried, though. We're talking about a 17-point defeat. The area is a disaster site. 52 points were forfeited inside, as if they neglected to protect the door and left it open. Here's the twist, though. As Sonia Catron transformed the court into her personal practice area, dropping 28 like it was a Notre Dame scrimmage, Rhea was on the floor, beckoning for assistance. Kikian added 10 and 22, as if choosing what to order for brunch. Rhea's fouling like it's a flash sale, jumping 2 feet off the ground, and watching layups pass by like if she's having a horrible dream. The stat line does indeed glitter. However, if your defensive collapse coincides with your double-double, what are we truly celebrating? Moral triumphs and points for involvement. The WNBA is not a vibe-driven organization. And at the moment, Angel's streak seems more like a tastefully packaged diversion from a defense-stricken squad than it does like dominance.
Everybody, Shakira Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, you, like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points. Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team...
Do you wish to discuss humiliation? Actual burning in the chest. Looping humiliation is a highlight on ESPN. Let us return to the initial quarter. The Sky was already twitching, like if they had arrived late for the match. No momentum, no rhythm. And then suddenly, bang. Angel Reese is subjected to one of Shakira Austin's most scathing and nasty taunts in the league at the moment. The dreaded gesture of being too little. This was not a nice trash conversation. This shade wasn't lighthearted. This hit job was broadcast on television. As if it were a contract signing, she struck her to the ground with her hand. Worst of all, the pundits were unable to contain themselves. They chuckled. They laughed out loud without even a gasp or a chuckle before realizing, oops, we're live, right? Yes, but the Jumbotron had already displayed the disrespect by that time. To be clear, that is a pretty minor taunt. It's more than a simple maneuver. It conveys a message. It has to do with branding. This girl y'all keep hyping, she's food, Shakira tells the league. Austin wasn't done yet. She persisted in berating them. Chicago was defenseless as the Mystics hunted in the paint. This went beyond simply being outplayed. There was a scoreboard during this public dragging. And look, Rhea put up a fight. She always does. But with your team's inner defense collapsing like cheap patio furniture, how are you going to maintain your double-double Barbie persona? Before halftime, you cannot claim to be an elite and then become a meme. Reese takes the stage and states, straight-faced, "We have the best young core in the league," right when you thought the viral moment had reached its zenith. Sis, huh? Which game did you watch?
Angel Reese, I put her right at that C level. I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
And I challenge all of you all to understand that I in no way, shape, or form am a hater. I am going to bring facts to the table. And with that being said, the facts that I want to bring to this table, and I challenge anybody to tell me, what player are you taking Angel Reese over of those that I just listed?
Guess we'll wait for their response.
Oh, we're not going to, okay.
Because,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, in what player, and this is no disrespect, these are the greatest players in the game right now. They asked me to rank the tier.
A viral video was not necessary for Candace Parker. A paragraph wasn't necessary for her. She omitted the letter C. And a fire broke out in the WNBA world. It was war right away when she gave Angel Reese that grade in her most recent player rankings, tire. One side referred to it as shadow. Take a look at the standings, suggested the other. Parker, however, remained composed and sipped her tea as if she hadn't just caused a seismic event in women's hoops. Remember that Candace is more than just a voice. She is the norm. MVP and Rookie of the Year in the same season. At 39, still securing all-star spots after 3 rings. It's Bible, not beef, when she speaks. I love Angel, but she's a role player right now, she remarked. It wasn't hate. That served as a reality check because while Ree is posting incredible rebound numbers, the Sky is sitting at 719 and has lost all of its games against teams with a record higher than 500. Parker is aware that although her double-doubles appear fantastic on a stat sheet, they aren't making an impact on the court. In the meantime, Indiana's offense is being practically transformed by Caitlin Clark, the same rookie who Ree has disparaged. More impact, more wins, and more flow. Candace had no intention of embarrassing Angel. She was simply speaking the truth aloud. Additionally, that one letter seemed louder than any post-game comment in a league full of exaggerated hype and social media manipulation. Reese is being measured rather than questioned. Candace just dropped the ruler as well.
Listen, man, Kiki Area Finn got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting, man. Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are...
Angel Reese appears to be a monster on paper. Numbers like 22 points and 13 rebounds shout dominance. However, the illusion quickly disintegrates when you witness the game in person. Her numbers resemble a set from Hollywood. It's hollow underneath and shiny on the outside. Play that game of mystics. Sonia Catronone and Kiki Iran were dominating the court like seasoned veterans while Ree was savoring her box score. Irafin bulldozed her way into the paint like she's been in the league for 10 years, while Catron dropped 28 with the composure of a seasoned professional. Ree was throwing bricks off the bottom of the backboard, begging the referees, and making clumsy layups. This is the worst part. Chicago's offensive performance wasn't even poor. They scored 86 points, which is much more than their season average. However, they completely collapsed in defense. And who is that defense's mainstay? Yes, Angel Reese. In the paint, the Mystics scored 52 points. 52. It's not simply awful. There is a structural collapse. After the game, Coach Tyler Marsh referred to the defense as soft, although he was under no obligation to name players. Everyone in the audience was aware of who he was referring to. Here is the uncomfortable reality. While shattering records, Angel Reese is also disrupting the flow of her squad. Another newbie shows up every week, impactfully as well as statistically. This week isn't too horrible. The league is keeping an eye on this pattern. The hype train is coming to an end.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core, that's probably the best dude.
Caitlin Clark is out there demonstrating that she is the face of the WNBA's next generation, frequently loudly, occasionally, and softly, while Angel Reese is out there announcing it. Let's not mince words. A rivalry is developing. Years have passed since that thrilling NCAA championship game, and the rematch is finally here. The numbers speak for themselves. Yet the media feeds off the stress. Clark is gravity, not just hype. She creates zones with precise passes, draws opponents out of position, and bends defenses. She has made Indiana a team that people want to watch and a real danger. When Clark is on the court, the Fever's offense increases by over 8 points. That's effect at the best level. Now contrast that with Ree. She hustles, indeed. She does bounce back. However, she slows down the Sky. When she's in the post, their offense falters. When she is the anchor, their defense breaks down. Her presence doesn't create opportunities for plays. It clogs them. The figures also concur. With Reese in, Chicago's assist rate declines. It's not teamwork. Stat chasing is that. Do you recall the outcry from everyone when Candace Parker placed Angel in the C tier? It wasn't shade. It was the truth. Parker has participated in basketball championships. She is aware of what prevails: intelligence, flexibility, and teamwork. Without a question, Angel's hustling is marketable. However, Caitlin Clark does not promote effort. She is marketing outcomes. Clark is altering results, while Ree is wanting publicity. And it's the only statistic that counts in this league.
During that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star.
The mic drop was even worse than the game, if you thought that was rough. Imagine this, then. 2 novices just destroyed Angel Reese on the court. Kiki Rice and Sonia Catronone used the paint to create their own highlight reel. Shakira Austin instantly ether-third Reese's entire presence and made her a live meme. Despite everything, Angel takes the mic, beams, and declares with all her heart that the Chicago Sky have the league's greatest young core. For example, is there an invisible banner hanging in a place that we can't see? Just pure, unadulterated illusions served at room temperature. No irony or sarcasm. She then intensifies her efforts. We are the skyscrapers. What, girl? A squad that began the season 0-12 just knocked you off your feet. There, Shakira is filming festive TikToks. Kiki and Sonia used your defense to create their LinkedIn portfolios. You're not tall buildings. You are the next-door parking garage. The Sky PR staff seems to be drafting her lines in a Marvel multiverse where they're vying for a championship at this point. Blowouts and back-to-back L's somehow indicate that you're on the rise in this world. Here's the main problem, though. The internet becomes less attentive the more Reese speaks. The excitement is fading. That double-double Barbie moniker is gradually becoming empty stat Elsa. She exudes magnetism. Although the production does not match, she has the following. Right now, the leadership is all talking. Angel Reese appears to be a fireless star. In a losing locker room, a voice reverberates. Furthermore, no catchphrase will be able to shield her from that fact. The scoreboard continues to write jokes while Angel Reese is trying to make history. Every double-double will have an asterisk until the Sky starts winning, and every mic drop may be her delving deeper into the drama. Keep an eye out. This story is not at all like